Hey guys, Dusty here. Today I'll be reviewing the Hoka Skyward X. This shoe fits into the super trainer category. It's going to be best for road running, features a huge stack height, and let's get right into it. So that huge stack height is 48 millimeters in the rear, 43 in the forefoot for a heel to toe drop of 5 millimeters. My men's size 8.5 weighs in at a pretty heavy 10.3 ounces or 291 grams. The upper on the shoe is simple but nice. The mesh is quite thick, although I've had no breathability issues so far. You're getting a little bit of padding alongside the heel collar. The tongue is nicely padded. You're getting quite a lot of structure in the heel counter. And for those of you wondering, yes, the insoles are removable. The Skyward X does fit true to size. I would put the width kind of average to narrow. And for those of you that have ran in Hoka before and are familiar with their bucket seat support, it's very, very evident in this shoe, which I find very comfortable. The only thing is, I know if you have a wider foot, might not work for you, especially since there's only one width available in the shoe. All right, and then we move along to this massive midsole. So with this shoe, Hoka is using some PEBA, some EVA, and the shoe has a really nice cushion to it. It's not ultra soft like some other shoes that use PEBA foam, but regardless, this shoe is obviously highly cushioned. Another thing I'll mention is that this shoe replaced the previous Bondi X, which was essentially a Bondi with a carbon plate. This shoe is astronomically better than the Bondi X. And another thing, this shoe does have a carbon plate, and I believe the plate in this shoe is a convex plate. So I feel like the thinking behind that is when you step, the plate will flatten out and then give you a little bit of energy return when you toe off. For me personally, I don't really feel the plate while I'm out running. I don't know if someone else who's maybe a little bit heavier than me would get more of a benefit out of the shoe, or at least out of the carbon plate. And another thing I'll mention is this shoe is very, very stable, especially for a shoe that has 48 millimeters of stack height and some PEBA foam. And of course, being a shoe that is so high off the ground, you're going to have very little, if any, ground feel. But nonetheless, this shoe is very stable while out running. And I think the shoe is going to shine at easy running, recovery runs, long, easy runs. I did take this shoe on a couple of workouts where we kind of built into tempo pace, and it felt okay at tempo paces. I certainly wouldn't feel comfortable using this for threshold or interval training. I think the shoe is just at those faster paces going to feel too big and clunky, and I think you're really going to feel the weight of the shoe once you start really picking up the pace. And then if we look at the outsole, you're getting plenty of rubber coverage. Grips just fine on wet pavement. The rubber is quite thick, so I feel like it's going to be very durable. Other than my outsole being dirty, I see very few signs of wear, and overall a decent outsole. Now that leads us into price. You're looking at $225 US or 280 Canadian. And I think that's probably a little bit overpriced. I don't think this is a shoe that anyone needs to have in their running shoe rotation. I think when you combine the Skyward X with its price and limited versatility, it might start to limit who's actually going to be using this shoe. But if you love cushion, you want a premium experience for your long, easy runs, you're okay paying up a little bit for it, then yeah, by all means, definitely go for the Skyward X. For me personally, I really enjoy doing long, easy runs in this shoe. However, I'm not sure I would drop another $280 to get a shoe that I'm just mostly going to use for long, easy runs. So anyways, a very interesting shoe from Hoka. Wish it came in a little bit less expensive, but I will say what the shoe does good, it does really good. And that's going to be it for today. If you have any questions about the Skyward X, leave your comments down below and I'll be sure to get back to you. Like always, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.